vertex 0, 0, 0. If they don't give the any vertex, okay, it is passing through 2, comma 3. 2, comma 3. Infinite parabolas we can draw here. Maybe
So
like
that only they are given, no sir, it is along x-axis.
along x-axis, okay, fine. Along x-axis means, see here, parabola I'm taking. Good question. X-axis, y-axis. Parabola I'm giving here 2, comma 3. I may take the parabola is like this. Is it not along x-axis? I may take the value. Is it not along x-axis? I may take the parabola like this. Is it
So if
not
they give
along x?
different vertex, how to solve this question, sir?
Hmm? They?
If they give vertex as something other than 0, comma 0,
Yeah,
how to solve?
that we will see in
Sir, x
like
minus x the whole square is equal to
that's it.
4a into y
Y
minus
minus
k.
k whole square is 4 8 x minus h. But those questions not in the NCRT. Those questions we are in OBT. In just here we are studying in NCRT just 25% of the concept only we studying here.
Okay, sir.
75% of the concept we will discuss in OBT. Right.
Sir, but
Coming
for
to
circles alone we have that concept, sir.
circles and ellipse and hyperbola parabola for everything. Okay, you can do this question, student. Yeah, now tell me anyone, what is the equation you are going to take according to the given data?
So 12th one we are getting 2x square equal to 25y.
Okay, you should keep like x square is equal to remaining value right side.
25 by 2
First,
into y.
first tell me what is the standard form of the parabola according to the data.
Sir,
First,
x square
select
equal to
Sir,
4.
x square equal to 4a1, sir.
exactly x square is
Take
equal to
x.
4a1 because y-axis they given as equation of axis and clearly 5 comma 2 is positive in first quadrant and vertex clearly they given 0 0 so that it is clearly open upwards. Open upwards means x square is equal to 4ay. Substitute this point, you will get a value. That's it. Now, coming to the next concept, very interesting. I told you very clearly, ellipse and hyperbola having more briefly. I'll explain here. Like parabola. So in parabola, we discussed that. Yeah. All the points very clearly. What is the chord? What is the focal chord? What is the double ordinate? Okay, first you should know about equation of ellipse x square by a square plus y square by b square is equal to 1. Here I am going to take the case 1. Case 1 here. There are two cases. One is a greater than b. Right. I am going to draw the graph of that. This is nothing but the combination of two parabolas. Like if I take the parabola is open leftwards. Open leftwards. This is having some focus, some directrix like this. This is focus. This I'm taking another parabola is like this. Open leftward. This is open rightwards. This is also having focus. This is also having directrix. So the combination of these two parabolas will form a ellipse. Ellipse. Okay, you understand very easily. See here. Right. This is the graph of ellipse. Okay. Now I said very clearly. So like it is like two focus, two fixed lines, two directrix. All the points I will write very clearly. Look at here. This is x-axis. This is y-axis. This is x dash. This is y dash. And this is clearly 0 comma 0. And like, so what is the mean by vertex? I told you here. See here. According to
The
this,
common point of both the parabola and the axis of parabola is
okay,
common.
what is the axis of parabola here?
Sir, x and x bar, y and y bar both, sir.
Yeah, both not like that. Here, you should consider the axis of the ellipse here. We can't say like we don't like have any axis of parabola here. But here we are having only two values. One is major axis, what is minor axis. Major axis, what is the major axis means? Just you have to observe the distance from on the x-axis, point of intersection of x-axis, point of intersection on y-axis. So which distance having higher than other length of
Sir,
the
x is having more distance than the y thing.
Yeah, so here x-axis is called major axis. Why should we take the x-axis as a major axis here? Very simple. What is the condition I have taken here? A greater than B. Where is A? The denominator of x is A here. In the equation here, denominator of x is A, so that we can consider x-axis is the major axis. X-axis is major axis, so that here focus, there exists two focus. If I consider here left hand, the parabola which is opened leftwards, it is having some focus. I'm taking S. Here the same, this is, see, vertex means already we discussed the point of intersection of parabola as axis of parabola in the parabola concept. Here the point of intersection of major axis and the ellipse. These are the point of intersection. And tell me, student, here the vertex can be denoted by what? In parabola, vertex is denoted by,
Yes, sir.
yeah, exactly, capital A. Here also, if it is A, here A dash. If it is focus S here, the same distance S dash. The distance from this point already we discussed. From the vertex to focus, whatever the distance is there, in the same distance, we can take the, what shall we take here? Same distance we can take
Direct.
direct directrix. That is fixed point. That you have to remember that. Okay, in the same way, in the here left side also, whatever the distance from the vertex to the focus, the same distance, we can take the directrix. Okay, and student, can you tell me here the foot of the directrix can be denoted by what in parabola? Yes, foot of the directrix then can be denoted by Z. Here Z dash. So everything is we can consider as twice, like two focus, two vertices, two directrix. Okay, but here every ellipse. See, in parabola we don't have any center. We don't discuss about the center in parabola. But whereas in ellipse we will discuss about the center. In circle we'll discuss about the center. So here the center is 0, 0, vertex. Now tell me, student, what is A and A dash? How can you find A dash, and S dash, and
The
Z
distance
Z dash?
formula. Distance formula.
Distance formula means, if you want to find the distance formula, uh, here I don't want to find the distance. Okay, distance formula means how can you find? Just we know just 0, 0 only.
Sir, we can have it as a comma 0 variable and do not, sir.
Okay, if you take a comma 0, when you find the distance, it's not like that. What about A? A clearly lies on the ellipse. This is ellipse. This is ellipse. X square by A square plus Y square by B square is equal to 1. Okay. So, what is the point A here actually? A nothing but x coordinate is there, but y coordinate is 0. Am I right? On x-axis, y value always 0. Now, in the given equation of ellipse, we have to substitute in place of y 0. Then you are going to get points on the x-axis. So, x square by a square plus 0 square by b square is equal to 1. So, x square is equal to a square, and x is equal to plus or minus a. Am I right? X is equal to plus or minus a. These points are here. Here it is plus a comma 0.
What is the value of A and B here, sir?
Yes, a comma.
Sir, in the equation A and B are X and Y coordinates, sir.
Here a and b are the points on the ellipse which is lies on the
Oh,
point.
okay, sir. That
Yeah,
locus, sir.
yeah. Locus. See here, very simple to understand. See, circle. When you take the circle, what is the difference between ellipse and circle?
Sir, circle
Ellipse,
has a common same radius everywhere, sir, but ellipse has different radius.
different radius, exactly. So here radius is a comma 0 here. If you draw the line here,
So for a circle, all the sides same radius. Everywhere same
yeah,
radius,
yeah.
sir.
Now see here, from here to here, what is the distance we got? A comma, A distance we got. But when I take here different, when I take here different, when I take so radius is
Both
not
are
same. But when I take in the circle ellipse equation, like ellipse equation x square by a square is y square by b square is equal to 1. When I take b is equal to a or a is equal to b, what about this ellipse becomes?
Sir, then it becomes the circle equation, sir.
Yeah, x square plus y square is equal becomes a square. In a square, the fixed point, fixed distance. Wherever you take the point on the circle, if we take the distance from the fixed point center to that point, this is same r. Everywhere it is r. But ellipse is here a is either greater than b, a is lesser than b. Nothing but a must be not equal to b. Okay, right. When a is equal to b, ellipse becomes circle. That is only difference. Okay, when I find the point on x-axis, we got here like x is equal to plus or minus a, right students? X is equal to plus or minus a. And to find the point on y-axis, you can take x is equal to 0. When you take y is equal to 0, you are getting points on x-axis. When I take x is equal to 0, we are going to get the points on y-axis. X square by a square, y square by b square is equal to 1. So y square is equal to b square. Then what about y? Plus or minus b. So nothing but the point of intersection on y-axis is clearly. What are the points here? Students, these points are clearly, this is 0 comma b, this is 0 comma minus b. I'm telling you very clearly students, two vertices, two focus, two directrix. I'm going to write all these things here very clearly. Actually, our focus. I told you in previous class, every like parabola, ellipse, and hyperbola is depending on E nothing but eccentricity. E nothing but eccentricity. SP by PM in parabola, when you see that parabola, this is focus, this is the directrix. Okay, when I take the point P here, when I draw the perpendicular distance to the directrix, this is M. So the ratio from S to P by P to M means SP by PM is equal to E. I have written very clearly, when E is equal to 1, SP by PM is equal to E is equal to 1, then the conic becomes a parabola. The conic is called a parabola. I'll write very clearly that condition, and I'll will see more briefly in OBT part.
Sir, what is that E, sir?
E nothing but E is called eccentricity. Okay, SP by PM value is E. E is called eccentricity. Okay, eccentricity. So this year, three cases will be there. When E is equal to 1, then this conic, actually SP by PM will give the conic. Nothing but what? The locus of the point P is given by ratio from focus to the point, from the point to the directrix is equal to, it will give E. When E becomes SP by PM value becomes 1, then it will be represent a parabola. When SP by PM, like E is lesser than 1, then it will be represent ellipse.
Sir,
Always,
excuse
yeah,
me, sir.
yeah.
Can you represent the SP by PM in the graph form, sir?
In graph form, you already see here. Okay, okay. parabola. I'll show you here. For you, vector started in physics, completed.
Completed, sir, that is.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, again. So, okay, fine. Here, I think so. I explained very briefly last time. Okay, I'll represent graphically that.
So that latest rectum you didn't tell. Sir.
Yeah, everything. First one by one becomes. We'll discuss one by one.
Okay.
Because you should know what is the mean by eccentricity first. Because why we should discuss eccentricity means here the point S can be written as AE comma 0 here. S dash is minus AE comma 0. Here A is already written. Z will write as here Z. Z is A by E comma 0. Here Z dash is minus A by E comma 0. Okay, so like that we'll write. In other way, AE comma 0, or else here this S also can be written as root over A square minus B square comma 0, simply. Nothing but AE is equal to root over A square minus B square. That the questions are very, very easy. Just I have written in terms of E. First, you should know what is mean by E. E nothing but the ratio from, yeah, graphical I will explain here. I'm going to take PB any point. Instead of parabola, I'm explaining here. This is the point, moving point on the ellipse. This is S, this is P. I'm going to take the perpendicular line segment or projection from the point P to the directrix. It has some length. See here, SP by PM. Here, SP by PM from S to P, P to this I'm taking as M. SP by PM, this ratio, SP by PM, this ratio I'm taking as eccentricity. SP by PM is common in hyperbola, ellipse as well as parabola also we have taken same. SP by PM. S is a focus, M is a point on the directrix, P is any moving point. P is any moving point. So SP by PM is equal to always E. E is equal to 1. Then the conic will give a parabola. E is lesser than 1. The conic will give ellipse. E greater than 1. The conic will give hyperbola. That I have written here. Now, next, coming to the next. Is it clear, Amma? E nothing but the ratio of distance from the fixed point and fixed line. That's it. Simply remember. Eccentricity will give the ratio of the distance from the point to fixed point and the moving point to the directrix, perpendicular distance. We do more one or two problems, you can easily understand that. Okay, now coming to the latest rectum. What is the mean by latest rectum? The line which is passing through the students.
A focus, sir, and it's also perpendicular.
Yeah, perpendicular to the major axis and passing to the focus. And how many latest rectum we are going to get? Two latest rectum. But both are having equal length or different length? Yes? Equal length. Don't forget that it is having equal length. But can you tell me what are the end points here? What is the end point here? First, AE, yes or no? Here also, yeah, AE comma some value y coordinate y1. So this AE you can substitute in the given equation of ellipse, equation 1, you will get y coordinate. Y coordinate I'll write directly, students, after simplifying that. You are going to get here b square by a. Here minus b square by a. The same coordinate will repeat in all the four quadrants. So that is minus AE comma B square by A. Second quadrant, X is negative. In third quadrant, both will be negative. Minus AE minus B square by A. Got it? So this is about end points of the lattice rectum. Now, according to this, can you tell me what is the length of the lattice rectum? Anyone? Length of the lattice rectum. What
The
about
2b
this?
square by a.
Exactly. This is b square by a. This is also b square by a. This is b square by a. This is also b square. B square by a means that is x coordinate. So finally, LLR formula is very important in especially OBT. LLR, length of lattice rectum, is 2b square by a. So end of the lattice rectum are AE, comma b square. I have clearly written here what is the mean by AE. What is AE value? AE value is given by root over a square minus b square. That I am going to write here. AE is equal to root over a square minus b square. When we can take a square minus b square, this is for a greater than b case. From this only eccentricity formula is a square minus b square by a. Got it? This formula you have to remember that. Students, everyone must be remember this formula. Got it? This is the formula you have to remember. Eccentricity value. Yeah, this is eccentricity in ellipse. I told you very clearly this is clearly lesser than 1. Lesser than 1. Let us see some example. Here, once again, see student, ellipse having 2 focus, 2 directrix, 2 vertices, 2 lattice rectums. Okay. Here E is called eccentricity. Eccentricity always SP by PM. S is the focus, P is a moving point on the conic, M is the means point on directrix. SP by PM, SP by PM. Simply remember this, SP by PM. That's it. Here the coordinates you have to remember, try to remember coordinates of vertex, of focus, of the directrix, foot of the directrix, Z value, everything, right? So here coordinate of like now I'm going to ask few questions. What is the length of the major axis, students? Anyone? Length of the major axis means A dash. A to A dash.
Yes, sir.
That's it. So length major axis is that is A dash, that is equal to 2A. In the same way, can you tell me length of minor axis? PB dash, 2B. Length of the minor axis, I am taking this as B. This is
2b,
B dash.
sir.
Yeah, 2B, 2 into B. And what is the distance between two focus? S dash. What is the Z dash? Okay, the length from two focus, that is S dash, is equal to 2AE. 2AE, that this is also can be written as 2A square B square. AE value is root over A square B square. And what is Z dash? 2 into
A by E.
A by A. That's it. Okay. And what is LLR? Length of the lattice rectum.
2b square by a.
Everyone remember this length of lattice rectum. Length of in parabola 4a, that is fixed. Okay, here 2b square by a. Clear, student? There are two cases. This is about A greater than B. A greater than B. If A lesser than B, I'm going to draw the graph of A lesser than B. Then you only tell me what is focus, what is LLR. And see here, can I draw any tangent at the vertex?
So one
Exists?
man, can you show that distances you wrote the formation?
Sure, I'll show. If
Sir,
I
2
draw
minutes,
the,
sir. We need to copy this diagram.
yeah, sure. How many TV are exist here? How many TV are exist here?
2, sir.
Okay, two. What are that?
Tangent of the vertex. Both x-axis and y.
Tangent,
Sir,
I said that.
when it is y-axis, x equal to 0, sir. When it is x-axis, y equal to 0.
Yeah, the line that not y x0, it is clearly x is equal to a, and x is equal to minus a. These are the equations of tangent at vertex. TV, tangent at vertex. So if I draw the tangent, what is the equation of tangent? X coordinate I said very clearly. X is equal to a is the equation of this line. X is equal to minus a. This is the equation of the TV. So here, like note it down. TV of ellipse is x is equal to plus or minus a. There exists two TV again, two vertex, two focus, two foot of the directrix, two TV. Okay, length of major axis 2a, length of minor axis 2b, length between two focus 2a, length between two directrix is 2 into a by e, LLR is 2b square by a. Eccentricity formed by is E is equal to root over b square, a square minus b square by a. So because a value is root over a square minus b square from this. Now coming to this, case 2. I'm going to take a case 2. What is case 2, Amma? A is greater than B. A is
But
greater
B is
than
greater than AC.
exactly. Here now B greater than A. B greater than A, nothing but major axis clearly what?
Y is
Y axis. Okay. This I'm taking here. Now I'm going to take this is center. Yeah, center is clearly 0 0, and there exist how many vertex? Two vertex here, and major axis is clearly y axis. And how many focus we are getting? Two focus. This is S, this is S dash. Okay. And how many directrix will get? Two directrix. This is Z, this is same Z dash. Here this vertex is A, here A dash. Okay. And this is clearly otherwise, you know, vertex is this is P, B dash you can take. This is x-axis, this is y-axis. Directrix nothing but this is the directrix. 2 foot of the two directrix we are getting, 2 focus we are getting, 2 TV, these are the TV. And coming to my question is, can you tell me what is A here? A value.
0, comma B.
Yes, exactly. 0, comma B. A dash is
0, comma B.
0, comma B. Yeah, 0, comma minus 2. What is focus? S value.
A, comma B.
See, plural word, focus means only single. Foci, nothing but plural word. Like we'll get 2. Like what about the focus? 0, comma. First value must be 0 because All are existing on y-axis. On y-axis, nothing but x value must be 0. So plus or minus a. Plus or minus a or plus or minus b. b. Okay. Or else another way 0 comma plus or minus root over. Yeah, tell me student, what is b value here?
B square minus A square.
B square minus a square, because b is greater than a. B is greater than a. B square minus a square. If you take a square minus b square, it will be imaginary again. Right, this is foci. And what about z? Put up directrix. Z or z dash values.
The D by Z is
0 comma plus or minus b by e. Simple way shall I write here? Yes. And length of major axis, a dash. What is length of major axis? 2b only, no? Length of minor axis, 2a here.
2A square.
2a. So this is a comma 0 minus a comma 0. So like that. So what is z dash? Distance between two directrix, 2 into b by a. So what about the foot of the directrix here? Foot of the directrix 0 comma b by e. Here 0 comma minus b by e. So if you know one value, other value is very easy. This is here 0 comma b. Here 0 comma minus b is focus. So everything I have written like right. There exists.
Sir, in ellipse we can say E plus than 1 sir. So minus B by E minus B by minus B.
Sorry.
Sir, in ellipse you said that E is less than 1 sir.
Yeah, e less than 1.
So it may be imaginary also, no, sir.
Is imaginary value is greater than 1 or lesser than 1, greater than 0, lesser than 0? Do you know that? For example, I want to take a, like 2 plus 3i. Is it greater than 1 or lesser than 1? Or greater than 0 or lesser than 0? Can you tell me that? 2 plus 3i of a value? Can you compare any imaginary value, real value? And tell me what is
sir,
highest
no,
value?
sir.
1 plus I or else 2 minus I, which is highest value? Shall I write here 1 plus I is greater than or else 1 plus I is lesser than? Can you compare?
No, sir.
So very important only, like a good question you asked. We cannot compare any real value, any imaginary value. Even we cannot compare like any two imaginary values also. What is the highest value, what is the least value? But magnitude we can check. Magnitude value we can compare. We take the magnitude, we will get real value. But we should not compare any two imaginary values, which is greatest compared to others. Okay, right, Shwet? That you have to keep in your mind. Okay, this is about brief information regarding the ellipse. And what is LLR? Anyone? LLR. What is LLR here?
2B square by A.
Length of data set.
Yeah, here 2b square by a. 2b square by a for major axis x-axis, but here major axis y-axis, so that
2A square by
2A square by B.
reverse, right. 2a square by b is the LLR, length of the latest rectum. Got it? But you know, see, the questions is like very easy. Exercise questions are very easy. NCRT very easy. For example, first, what are the value we need to find? Find the coordinates of foci, vertices, length of major axis, length of minor axis, eccentricity, length of latest rectum of ellipse. Length,
Sir,
length,
first
length.
we need to find whether A is greater than B or A is less than B, sir.
Yeah. See, first I am going to tell you shortcut methods. First, we have to identify what is the major axis, what is the minor axis. First question. Is the denominator of x square is higher than the denominator of y square or is lesser than?
Sir, a square greater than b square.
Nothing but what is the major axis? X axis or y axis?
X is
Exactly, x axis is major axis. But see here, whenever x axis is major axis, the length is given by 2 times of square root of 36. That's it. Because when you compare here, x square by a square, y square by b square,
Sir, whether we need to take the positive value of a or negative value of a, sir.
positive only, length cannot be negative, no?
Okay.
Okay, x square by a square, y square, b square. What is a square value? 36. What is a value? 6. Now b square is equal to 16. B square is equal to 16. When I comparing with y square by b square is equal to 16. What is b value? 4. A value is 6, b value is 4. Now from this, can you tell me what is the length of major axis? Major axis is
12.
2a. 2 times of the denominator of x. Okay, 2m is 12. What is the length of minor axis? 2b, 8. Now, coming to question number 2. What is the major axis?
Sir, y-axis.
Y-axis, clearly. Denominator y is more than the denominator of x square. So, okay, what is the length of major axis here? Root 25.
2
What
into
is
b is equal to 10, sir.
10? Root of square root 25, 5. 2 times of 5, 10. Like what is the length of minor axis? Square root of 4, 2. 2 into 2, 4. 4 is. Now coming to here, what is the major axis?
X-axis.
What is the length of major axis? 2 into square root
8.
of 16, 4, 8. And the length of the minor axis? 2 into square root of 9. That is 2 into 3, 6. Here, what is the length of question number 6? What is the length of major axis?
Y-axis,
2
sir.
into square root of 400. That is 40. And length of minor axis 2 into root over 100. Like 20. Yeah, you can take any other. Like, okay, 7, 8, 9 are not in standard form.
Sir, we need to bring 36 to the LHS, sir. Simplify both x square by 36 like that.
Yeah, so to change the standard form, a simple student, so whatever the RHS is, you can dividing with RHS by 144, 1. Each term you can dividing with 144. Here, each term you can dividing with 16, 16, 16. Because in standard form, x square by a square plus y square by b square is equal to 1. So in RHS, it must be 1. So you can divide like this, surely you'll get the standard form. After changing to standard form, say major axis, minor axis. Just identify that major axis, minor axis. Okay, fine, student. Here, is it difficult to find the length of major axis, minor axis? Anyone? Is it okay how to find major and minor axis?
yes, sir, easy.
I'll write very clearly one question, but it's very easy. Just will find those values within 2-3 seconds. For example, I want to find foci. Foci nothing but very simple, student. Square root of 36 minus 16. That's it. Foci is given square root of 36 minus 16. That is nothing but root 20. 20 is the foci. Foci means we can take plus or minus root 20 comma 0. That's it. This is foci. S dash. And next one, here foci is what, student? Root 25 minus 4. What is the foci here? Root 16 minus 9. Nothing but a square minus b square or b square minus a square. Focus means a or b, How to find focus? Highest value minus least value square root. Here 49 minus 36. Here 400 minus 100. Like that. Like this we can find the focus. Vertices very easy. To find vertices, put x is equal to 0. We'll get y values. Those are the vertices on y-axis. And x is equal to 0 based on that. And students, time is over. I hope that is easy.